and this is my husband, Dave. We're set to return to the Camino on April the 6th, so that's in 53 days, and we're pretty excited about that. It'll be our third Camino. The first one we walked in 2015 and walked the Camino Frances. The second time we went was 2019 and walked part of the Camino del Norte and then walked all of the Camino Primitivo. So what we want to do in April, May is to return to Bilbao and continue walking the rest of the Camino del Norte. So anyways, we were all packed and ready to go, and now we've totally, at least I have, totally unpacked just to show you what we're planning to take. I hope it'll be helpful. Okay, so here's all my stuff. We'll start first of all with my clothes. All you need is one change of clothes, but I'm also bringing an extra pair of socks as well as an extra pair of sock liners. I haven't used these sock liners ever before, but I'm told that they really help to prevent blisters. So we'll see, time will tell. So this is just one change of clothes, and I'll be able to put them into a stuffed sack so that it won't take up too much room. Besides one change of clothes, I'm also bringing some leggings and one extra shirt just for nighttime. Now here is a sleeping bag, which, thank you, Mary, I'm borrowing from you. It's going to be a lot lighter than the other one that I've just purged. I think it'll probably be half the weight, so that's really going to help. Now, all of these items here are all the toiletries, and this, for example, is my little towel. It's not a nice, big, thick, juicy one. It's really for blotting. Anyways, it's small, and that's the main thing, very light. Now, some of the other items I've got here, I just got this the other day, which is very light as well. Instead of taking a comb, which I've purged from my pack, it's a little brush and a little mirror, and it just folds like this. All the usual things. I've got sunscreen for the face. I've also got other sunscreen, which I'll keep handier. It's it's 60 SPF. But anyways, all of these things need to be kept handy because you might want these things through the day. But these are just the items you would need, say, going into the shower. This is another handy thing too, because you don't want to take too many liquids on the plane. So this is Lush Solid shampoo, which is great. I hope it'll be great. Anyways, so that's the soap and that's the shampoo. Just moisturizer, dental floss, toothpaste, all of those usual things. This also is OxyClean. So it's a small amount of soap that you would need for washing your clothes. Dave has something that he'll show you later, which is Scrubba. It's from Australia, and it is like a dry bag. You can put your clothes in it, your detergent and some water, and it's like a little miniature washing machine. It'll be great, I'm sure. So these are all of the toiletries that I'll need when I go into the shower and get all ready for the rest of the evening. Okay, now these are also miscellaneous items, and a lot of these you have to have handy. At the top of the backpack, there's zippered compartments in the backpack. So things like the hand sanitizer, the headlamp, don't forget the batteries, all of these things you want to have handy. I know on our last Camino, I used the phone so much that I didn't have enough battery. So this is a really handy thing to have, a charger. And you have to have all these things handy too. These also you want to have handy so that when you arrive at the albergue, you'll have shoes to put on. Also, you can wear these going into the shower if it's a bit grungy. Okay, so sunglasses you want handy as well. Guidebook, credencial. I have a little note book that I can, make notes in because I'm not going to blog this time. I did the first 2 times, and this time I'm not blogging. I'm just going to keep a little diary instead. There's the water. Now, I'm carrying about 14. Oh, this one is 710 milliliters. This one is going to go right connected to the front of my strap for easy access. I've always found that the pouches at the side are too hard to reach, but I will put these 2 little bottles of water in those pouches, but keep this bigger one handy. Let's see. Rain poncho. Of course, you have to have that handy. Let's see. What else do we have? This was recommended. It's Body Glide, and this is anti-blister, anti-chafing. It's like an antiperspirant, and you have to, put it in between your toes. I know from personal experience that you can get an awful lot of blisters between your toes. There's nothing that can spoil your Camino more than having blisters. So this hopefully will work. On our first 2 Caminos, we used Vaseline. The first one, we never had any blisters. The second time I did, and it was horrible. So anyway, this hopefully will be good. Oh, well, this is just things that you don't need to know about. These are more personal items that I want to take. Well, hearing aid batteries, things that most people probably don't even need to take. Oh, this is a handy little thing, this strawberry. This is actually a handy little bag. So you just open it up. You can use it for carrying groceries if you go and buy food at the store, or your laundry, or say your lunch when you're going onto the plane and you need a few little things that aren't going to be in the overhead bin. So you want to have a bag with all even your phone or whatever you're going to use for entertainment. This is something else we got at the hardware store, N95 masks. So hopefully this will keep the virus out. I guess, oh yes, this is good. Safety pins. I just pin them at the inside of the pack, because sometimes when you're ready to walk, your clothes may still be damp, so you can just pin your clothes onto the back of your backpack. Earplugs. You want to, this is another thing. You may have to find your earplugs in the middle of the night, not realizing when you go to sleep that you might need them. So the worst thing, this is the loudest thing when somebody is going into their pack in the middle of the night. So these bags are great. You can see what's in them, and you're not going to make that horrible noise. So earplugs, have a list. It keeps changing. Hopefully I've been able to cross some things off the list. It's always better to take less. You can always buy what you find you need in Spain when you're there. 10% of the body weight is very important. Also, if you know you're going to need it, take it. But if you think you might need it, don't take it. That could be a huge mistake. Quite often, along the way in albergues, you find things that people have left behind, because especially people who are walking for the first time, they take too much stuff. So they end up leaving it in albergues. So you're welcome to take those things, but usually you don't want to add to your pack once you get going. I guess that's about it, except that you always have to remember to take out all of the liquids that for going through security. You need all the liquids separate, and that would probably be on the top of your pack. Copies of, say, credit cards, copies of passports, what else? Anyway, so you want to have a record of the numbers you need to phone if you do lose your credit card or bank cards. Another thing we have in the bottom is our credentials from the last journey, because we ended up in Bilbao. We have stamps up to Bilbao. So when we do arrive in Santiago, we'll need to show that as well. So won't need that until the very end. So that's at the bottom of the pack. So hopefully that's going to be useful. What I'm going to do next is just to put things into the backpack in the order that, the lightest things go at the bottom, the heaviest things go in the middle and closest to your back, and then the more light things and the things you need handy at the top. So I guess that's it.
Hi, my name is David, and Judy and I will be traveling off soon in April and hopefully in September as well. So what do men pack that are different than women? And men are usually larger, and their pack is usually larger, so it sort of all works out pretty well. And also, if men have a little extra room, in our case, I'll be packing some things that Judy would otherwise maybe carry. Now, what's different? This is one thing. This is basically your cutlery. You might have seen them before. It's we have one each, and one is for cutting. There's a cutting edge, a fork, a spoon. So that kind of all in one, 3-in-1 utensil. And another thing is the scrubber, your portable washing machine. Now this thing does weigh a little bit. I think it's about 6 ounces or so. So it's, you've probably seen them advertised once in a while. This here is a bag. Okay, yeah, the inside of this bag has got little kind of bumps on it. And you just basically put your clothes in here, fill it up with water, close it tight, and then just sort of kind of do as a wash machine would do. And then basically, I guess that makes it easier. We've never used one before, but we're going to give it a try. Another thing is a second pair of shoes. You're wearing your boots all day, and come the afternoon and evening, you might just want to wear a different pair of shoes. Last time I took sandals. I think this time I think I'll take these clogs, because I think sandals were a bit heavier. I wouldn't bother with the cheap ones. I would get some fairly expensive one. They're not heavy. But if you get these from the dollar store or something like that, well, I have an idea. After a couple of kilometers, there'd be a hole in the bottom. The other thing you might think of is having this around your waist. It'll have your credit cards and passport and stuff when you need it, to have it on you. Photography. It's always nice to take pictures when you're there. And the smartphones are very good. The only thing they don't have is an optical zoom, except for the brand new ones that are like $2,000. But so I take this little camera with me. It gives me an 18 times zoom, and that's all I need. I just need it for the optical zoom. Otherwise, iPhones or any of those are really good. There's a lot of little water systems going about. We've tried a few. None of them work quite as well as just taking ordinary bottles. And I'm a fan of cargo pants or tactical pants. So I like to carry a lot of my weight in my pockets. So this works really well. And one goes in one side, one goes in the other, perfectly balanced. And it's no problem. Just take it out, drink, put it back. And so that's my solution. And then I've got two more pockets here, two pockets there. Even got a pocket here. Not sure about that before. One there and two in the back. So that's the way I like to carry some of my stuff, and it takes the weight off your back as well. Well, walking poles, yeah. I've had these walking poles. They're both pair are black diamond. We've had them since 2015. So this is we've done the Camino twice. They're still hanging together. So very good. Definitely help you going uphill, help you going downhill as well.
Okay, so we're all set to go. I forgot to mention that both of these backpacks are carry-on luggage only. Dave's is 38 liters,
Yeah.
mine is 30 liters.
Right.
We have in the past been able, except for once,
Oh.
been able to take our poles when they're all collapsed as carry-on luggage. Only once did we have to check bags. Yes, I wanted to mention that when you stop at a cafe or stop at a restaurant for lunch, you'll need to have your money handy. And I find this is really a great one. It actually will hold things like passport, money, credit cards, bank cards. So that's something else that you might want to have as well. So anyways, I guess we're all set.
Yeah.
Buen Camino.
Buen Camino. See you over there.
Yes.
Yeah.